Hey, Facebook Live peeps, this is Seth Greene, MarketDominationLLC.com. This is the second in our video of financial advisor marketing rules. So this is rule number 2. Rule number 1, you can go back and watch the first video. Rule number 1 was don't be boring. Rule number 2 is know your target market. 50% of the success or failure of any marketing campaign you do, even if you're asking your clients for referrals, for example, is based on who. Who is your target market? Who are you going after? Now, a lot of times I hear this, financial advisors will say, if you're starting out, when I was starting out, I would take anyone who could fog a mirror and write a check, meaning they were alive and legally competent and had money. And then you end up with a hodgepodge of clients and you don't do the best job serving them because they're all a big mix. As opposed to if you specialize and you work with one group of people and you know their story, you know their language, you know their problems inside and out, and it makes your job easier and it makes your service level much better. So the other is as advisors get more experience in the business, a lot of times they will say they help baby boomers with money because theoretically baby boomers are the ones who have the most money because they've been alive the longest, but they're not, dying yet. So baby boomers with money, still not a good target market. I heard a great one the other day, retirees and pre-retirees. Technically, that's everybody on the planet. My 11-year-old son is a pre-retiree because it's before retirement. But words are important. So baby boomers with money, that's the most common one I get. The problem with that is, what do all those baby boomers have with money in common? Nothing. Just their age and that they have money. So the majority of marketing aimed at them just has pictures of happy older people on a boat, playing golf, walking in a park, looking happy on a beach, looking happy, enjoying retirement. But what if that dream isn't their dream? What if you are sending mass market seminar invitations and you're mailing 10,000, 20,000, 5,000, 50,000 invitations to every baby boomer with money? If you're using one of the large companies in our industry, odds are your seminar invitation is just going to say, join us for a free lunch or dinner. And the reason why it's going to say that is because only, hey, Richard, only people who it's going to say, the only thing they all have in common is that they eat. So those big seminar companies will try and bribe them with a free dinner at your expense to get them to show up. Because everybody eats, so we'll bribe them with free food, free expensive food at Morton's or Ruth's Chris to get them to, or a country club or a restaurant, to get them to come hear your sales pitch disguised as a financial or retirement planning presentation. Good day to you. So that's why that's not a narrowly defined target market, right? You want a target market so narrowly defined that the people raise their hand and say, that's me. One of the favorite things, how we know that our marketing is working, is when someone says, oh my God, how did you know? Do you have a webcam in my house? How did you know? That's exactly what I'm going through. That's exactly how I'm feeling. I was just at a mastermind group led by Alex Mendozian at Roy Williams Wizard Academy called Pathfinder. And it's funny, when I was talking to some of the other people there, it was invite only, less than 50 people. A couple days, absolutely incredible event, literally changed my life, changed my business, thanks to Roland Frazier's presentation, couple presentations. And when people would ask what I do or how I could serve them or how I could help them, and I gave them a one-sentence answer, almost every single time they're like, oh my God, that's exactly what I need. That's exactly what my problem is. Please tell me more. How do I sign up? So that's how you know you got it right. When someone says, how do you do that? How come I didn't know about that? Or how did I sign up? Any other answer like, oh, that's interesting, or anything else pretty much other than, oh my God, I want that, and you're not being specific enough. So don't go after baby boomers with money. If you're a financial advisor, narrow it down as much as you can. So what psychographic factors are there for those baby boomers with money? How do they have affinity for you? So one example we did was we went after women baby boomers with money who had cats. And there was no free dinner at the seminar, and the invitation had a picture of a cat eating food, and the headline was, will you be eating surf and turf in retirement or cat food? because a lot of older women, their fear is, when their husband dies and they outlive them, they're going to end up eating cat food. No matter how much money they have. I had a client whose husband passed away for my practice, whose client passed away in the last year. Client whose husband passed away, and go out to the house. We're transferring all the accounts over to her name, taking care of everything, executing the will provisions, and she's obviously very upset. They've been married forever, and she says, am I going to be able to keep my house? And I said, I'm confused. Your house is paid off. Your pension and Social Security cover all your bills. You've never withdrawn any money from your IRAs from years, except for your required minimum distributions. You've never taken any more money out because you didn't need it. And your husband died and just literally left you another $1 million on top of what you already had. Why on earth would you lose your house? It's not a rational fear. There's no way she's going to lose her house. Mathematically, it's impossible. She's never going to run out of money. She couldn't spend it if she tried because their lifestyle is so frugal and normal. But she had this irrational fear of, oh my God, he's not here anymore. I'm going to lose my house. So that's what you need to address. That's what you need to play on. And unfortunately, having the best product or service should be good enough, but it's not. You also have to either be the best marketer or hire the best marketers to do that work for you. And you have to, unfortunately, fear sells way more than optimism, sells way more than hope. That's how politicians get elected. Most of the time, it depends on the cycle we're in as a country and an economy. If you want to know the cycles we're in psychologically as a country so that you know what appeal to make, fear or hope, you should check out the book Pendulum by my friends Roy Williams and Michael Drew, which will explain all of human history, recent human history, and what cycle we're in right now, what approach you need to take. And right now, fear sells more than hope, and community, togetherness, sells way more than individuality. So define your target market, who you're going after, incredibly narrow as you can make it, and still have a decent enough size group to reach, and use fear and community in that marketing, and it'll work way better. You want to talk about how to do it. You want it done for you. Go to marketdominationllc.com, book a time to talk to us, and we're happy to help. Stay tuned for rule number 3 and future other videos.